Hello, everybody. Got a little life tip, biblical concept, and a story. Charles Barnett, of course, of Apostolic Gatherings Network. This is also going on my TikTok. So, this morning I got up early, had to travel to Sacramento Airport, meet up with my oldest son. He's going to boot camp. I wanted to have breakfast with him and give him hugs and and see him off because I'm not going to see him for a long time, maybe 7 or 8 months. And so we get to the airport. I'm ahead of him by about probably 10 or 15 minutes. So I pulled over to that little AM PM gas station they have right there. And as I'm waiting for him to get there, there's this young Asian gal. She looks like she got to be maybe late 20s, early 30s. And she's asking people for a jump start. Her car won't start. And so I get off the phone with my son because he let me know he's about to get there. And some gentleman said, "You might need to ask the guy in his truck." That's me. And so she waved at me and I waved at her. I got off the phone and I go, "You need a jump?" And she goes, "Yes, please. I need it, And she's feeling embarrassed. So she's kind of laughing. She's a pretty young lady. And so I remembered I bought this. It's one of those jumpers, and it also can air up your tire. And I thought, well, this is a good time to try and use it. So I get over there and I said, "I got one of these jumpers here." And she goes, "Oh," she's laughing. And she's saying, "I'm so sorry, but thank you so much. I really appreciate it." And I go, "Don't worry, God got you. I'll help you." And she goes, "Oh, thank you. You're such a kind man." And I said, "Can you pop the hood?" We're trying to get the hood open. She can't get it open. I get it open for her. She's so happy. And so we're looking at where I can put the jumpers on. And she's real close looking at me. She's, "Oh, thank you so much." And she's kind of staring at my face and everything. And then she gets right behind me and she like embraces me and she puts her hands on my arms like this. And she goes, "You're so sexy." And I kind of straightened up and I go, "No, no, no, no." I go, "You're good. I'm just going to help you right here." And she goes, "Oh, okay, I'm sorry." She goes, "Thank you so much." And then she kind of moved out of my way. And I was like, I did not expect to be embraced from behind. And so I go ahead and start it. She gets in, she tries to start it. It's cranking, but it won't crank over. So had her do it again. Wouldn't do it. Do it again. Did about 4 or 5 times. She ran down my jumper. So I said, "Listen, ma'am," I go, "it doesn't sound like it's a problem with your battery or anything like that. It just won't crank over, which means it's probably your starter. Your starter doesn't want to engage." She goes, "It's internal." I go, "Well, it's just another part of the engine." I said, "Your car's not going to go anywhere. You're going to have to call a mobile mechanic." And she goes, "Oh, okay, well, thank you." "You're okay." I said, "Well, God bless you." And she goes, "Oh, thank you. You're such a good man." And I go, "You're welcome." And so I walked off and I started thinking, I wasn't expecting that. So it made me think, okay, let's say I'm not sexy, but she feels the need to somehow, I guess, warrant or be worthy of my help. And I started thinking, why would people, if you're addressing people as somebody from God, what would give them that idea? I know everybody's going to say ignorance, they just don't know. But I think the religious world as a whole has fostered a thought or a concept that in order to get helped by the people of God, you got to pay or you got to give something. Especially all these preachers that if you want to be blessed, sow $1,000. Give me $1,000. That's nonsense. That ain't biblical. That's from the devil. Okay. And I started thinking, whatever happened to freely you have received from the Lord, so freely give? Whatever happened to Jesus saying, when you give, don't expect anything in return, because greater is your reward in heaven. So I thought about that, I didn't need no sexual favors from her to help her. I didn't need her to tell me I'm sexy. I didn't need her to try and embrace me for me to help her. And neither should any one of us require any type of favor or favors or quid pro quo from anybody to receive our service, our blessings, or to help somebody. Or maybe she did think I was really sexy and she was trying to get a hookup from someone who was trying to help her with her car. I'm still not taking advantage of that. Yeah, she was pretty. Yeah, she was making it evident that she was trying to touch on me. So yeah, I could have got a hookup. But why? I'm a child of God. I'm a God-fearing man of God. Why am I going to do that when I am celibate or abstinent? I got divorced last year. I haven't been with my ex-wife since May 1st. I'm still faithful and loyal. I haven't hooked up with anybody, and I'm not going to hook up with anybody until the Lord blesses me with a new wife, and then I am exclusive to her until death do us part. So I want to challenge us. Do you have any ulterior motives to why you're going to give somebody your time or your service or help or anything like that? And if you are supposedly a Christian, especially you apostolic, Pentecostal, prophetic Christians, and I'm pointing you out because I am one, apostolic, prophetic messenger. I don't want to just be the whole umbrella of Christianity. I want to point out the ones who we know we say and have the truth, but we don't act like it. Help people. And don't pull out this, well, let me see if I can fit you into my schedule. You and I ain't all that, where we need to fit people into schedule when all of a sudden it's right in front of you and they need your help right now. Or we're going to be like the people who walked by the poor guy that was beaten and robbed, and he had to wait for the Good Samaritan to come, but there was a Levite, and then there was a Jewish priest, and all these people went by but didn't have time in their schedule. But here comes some Good Samaritan, some nobody, comes in there and takes care of the guy. And what was Jesus saying that parable for? That's the way you and I need to be. Available. So I just, that was interesting what happened to me today. I tried to help her out. I did help her out. It didn't go the way we all wanted it to go, but at least she kind of knows now that she probably needs a starter. And now she knows that there are good people out there that don't need sexual favors and don't need hookups and don't need money and don't need whatever you have, just to help you, just to show you Jesus. Remember, Jesus, God in the flesh, Emmanuel, God with us, went to the cross and died a brutal, bloody death for you and I. And he did it for free. You and I didn't have to give anything but our sin and devotion. So just wanted to bring that before you. I hope it challenges you. You can comment in the comment section. Go ahead and discuss it. If you have questions, ask away. I got plenty of answers. So God bless you in Jesus' name. Peace of Christ. Have a wonderful day. Maranatha.